The National Earthquake Rescue Headquarters has set up a working group to take charge of the collection and allocation of rescue materials. Officials say their aim is to ensure all supplies will reach those in need in a timely manner.
The group consists of officials from the Ministry of Civil Affairs, Railways, Communications and Commerce. It will coordinate the collecting and sending of aid materials to quick-hit areas.
We have
set up a joint system with airlines, the army, railways and transportation officials. Our aim is to send more aid materials to the disaster areas today. And our biggest challenge is to purchase and gather more aid materials and transport these to the needy areas and allocate them to the victims.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says Monday's quake is the deadliest to hit Western China since the founding of the People's Republic of China. Experts say the quake is affecting over 1 million people, many of whom are urgently in need of basic necessities. The ministry says it will ensure the aid supplies are passed on to the victims quickly.
It's a challenge to send aid materials to 1 million people, so we'll mobilize help from the whole country.
The local government will deliver part of the aid materials. The rest will come from all around the country. This way, we will guarantee there is enough supply for the victims.
A huge amount of aid materials is already on the way, but due to damaged roads and disrupted communication networks, timely information is hard to come by.
For
the aid to arrive within 24 hours, we are anxious to communicate with the victims in the epicenter of the quake. We urgently want to arrive in the quake-struck villages, talk to the victims, and give them our aid. Now we are in the most crucial phase of the rescue work.
The Ministry of Railways and the nation's airlines are also allocating trains and planes to deliver the emergency aid. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Civil Affairs is providing disaster victims with shelters. Ma Shuo, CCTV.
Residents in Sichuan have been quick to join relief efforts. Across the province, people are donating blood to ensure the supply at local blood banks.
Even near midnight on Monday, lines of people wanting to donate blood at makeshift stations across Chengdu City were still long. Only hours after the quake, temporary facilities like this were set up by hospitals across Sichuan. Most donors headed for the stations right after they heard the appeals on the radio.
I just want to do my bit for the disaster relief. It's plain and simple. It's likely that my blood can help save a life.
Local hospitals and other medical facilities are expecting a huge influx of patients as rescue efforts free more and more people trapped under collapsed buildings. In anticipation of the strain on the local blood bank, donation vans have been deployed in all major cities across Sichuan.
We don't want to keep the donors waiting for too long. Another donation van is coming here soon.
Since Monday evening, these blood donation stations set up at public squares and shopping malls have been busy. In cities like Chengdu, Ziyang and Suining, tens of thousands of citizens have come forward. Lori Liu, CCTV.
When disaster strikes, help can come from all sides. In order to help the residents in the severely affected city of Dujiangyan, many ordinary people in the nearby Hongya region have formed a volunteer team to transport relief materials to the disaster-hit zone. Gui Xiaozeng has more.
This group of volunteers drove from Hongya to Dujiangyan through the night. They transported food, water, tents and other relief materials that are in desperate short supply in Dujiangyan.
Once we heard that Zhujiangyan was heavily hit, we immediately organized 6 cars and drove here to offer help.
After a 4-hour drive, the volunteers are standing by at the Disaster Relief Command Center to provide help whenever needed.
We couldn't reach the city center because the roads were blocked, so we have to stay on the roads. We arrived at the relief headquarters at 6 a.m. and they sent the materials we brought to local residents.
Locals say there are no words can express enough thanks to those volunteers.
We are not afraid. Many volunteers are expected to come soon. They will bring water, bread and other materials using their own cars.
Apart from delivering supplies, the volunteers also offered a helping hand to medical staff to take care of the injured. Gui Xiaozeng, CCTV.
China's Red Cross Society has received public donations totaling 120 million yuan. Li Xiang has more.
People across the country are donating money and essential materials. Some have even come to Red Cross offices to make their donations.
Because the roads are blocked, so the most needy people cannot get help. We felt very sad and worried about the situations there, so donation is the only thing we can do now, and I donate this 500 yuan.
So far, 14.6 million yuan worth of relief supplies in cash has been forwarded to Sichuan provinces. The Red Cross has organized 5 disaster relief teams. The society sent a team on Monday evening to survey the situation. The Red Cross says transportation difficulties are hindering the delivery of supplies such as tents, quilts, food and drinking water. The best way to help is through cash donations. Urgently needed items included food, drinking water, clothes and lighting materials. Li Xiang, CCTV.
The Red Cross Society of China has received more than 120 million yuan, or about $17 million as we mentioned, in donations for victims in earthquake-hit areas. The public can donate to the Red Cross through the bank accounts now displayed on the screen. We'll repeat this screen again and again. And the Red Cross has also opened a hotline for consultation during normal business hours. A Red Cross official says urgently needed items include tents, quilts, food and water. The best way to help the Red Cross is through a cash donation. So far, 14.6 million yuan worth of relief supplies and cash has been sent to Sichuan province.
14点28分，在我们的四川省仁川县一带发生了7.8级地震。只要有一线希望，我们就尽100倍努力，绝不会放松。